Hi. So I guess you can see by what the camera's pointed at that I collect a lot of brochures that are to do with the Gold Coast in Australia, because that's where I'm living at the moment, and I tend to rent my rooms out, all my spare rooms that I've got, I rent them out, and so I collect a lot of tourist brochures so that my guests can see what it is that I've got to offer and where they can also go and spend some time while they're on the Gold Coast. So I've got a whole ton of them here. So we've got Tamborine Mountain, which is a really awesome place to go, especially if you've got a car, because it is a little bit out of the way. We've got maps of the Gold Coast that open right up and they show you all the way around, everywhere to go. There is hot air ballooning, and I actually went hot air ballooning the other day. It was fantastic. I don't know if you guys have ever been. Hi, hola. I don't know if you guys have ever been air ballooning. Quite a few people were scared, which sort of surprised me, but I met someone the other day actually who came and stayed here, and they had just jumped out of an aeroplane down in Byron Bay, which is just a couple of hours away, and they said to me, there's no way I could go in a hot air balloon. And I said, well, there's no way I could go and jump out of an aeroplane. So how funny is that? So what else have we got here? I don't know. We've got all sorts of things. If you come to the Gold Coast, you can also go on a skywalk. Whoop, the light's in the way a little bit there. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a place called Infinity, but that is right in Surfers Paradise, which is about a 15-minute drive away from my house. Yeah, I've been to most of these, and the reason I go to a lot of them is so I can tell my guests all about it, what would be good for them to go to. So then I have brochures on just all the day tours that are nearby, and yes, there's Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, who sadly isn't with us anymore, but they still do a lot to promote Australia Zoo, which is a couple of hours drive from here. You can go and do Gold Coast tours, which is just a 15-minute drive away as well. And you can also just sit back and relax in the sun like this lady's doing here. So I don't know. Oh, look, there's a skydiving one. So you can do that on the Gold Coast, but a lot of people tend to go south a couple of hours to Byron Bay. So when I say the Gold Coast, just for your information, we are in Australia. And there's Surfers Paradise, which is kind of the centre or the highlight of Australia or of the Gold Coast. Well, a lot of people think we are the highlight of Australia, but look, you can also do heli tours. And actually one of my neighbours who lives just right outside here, I'll show you. So this is kind of the kitchen, and then we come outside here. And one of my neighbours there who has that houseboat you can see, he's got his own pilot licence, and he actually did land his helicopter on that houseboat when he arrived in the neighbourhood, just to kind of say he's arrived, I guess. So let me just turn this camera around and I can say good day. So hi, this is me. I'm Nardine Beveridge, and I do rent out 3 rooms in my house to anyone who wants to stay, really. So I use sites such as Airbnb or Booking.com, and I've actually managed to replace my income by just renting out rooms and cooking breakfast for people. So if you've got any questions, post your questions, and I can answer anything you like. I don't know if any of you guys have ever rented out rooms, or if any of you are Airbnb hosts. I'm just trying to find some good light here because it's quite getting dark here at the moment. I think we are about 20 to 6 p.m. at night. So, sun's going down and I'm trying to use the indoor lighting. So, hi there, Marino. Yeah. So thanks for the hearts, guys. They look really nice coming up. This is actually my first ever post, so I really appreciate you guys dropping in and saying hi. Okay, so I don't know, is there anything you guys want to know, something I can show you? I'll just show you a quick view of my kitchen so we can get away from looking at me. There we go. So this is my kitchen here. Probably one of the things I collect also is wine. And we do have a bar over here, but because of the glass, what do I do for a living? Well, I rent out rooms in my house, so I can actually show you an example of one of the rooms. So I kind of do them up. Here we go, get some light going in here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I do them up so that they're almost kind of luxurious. Yeah, nice wine, yeah. Well, I like the wine rack too, but I kind of prefer the wine that's in it. So, yeah, I do this up. Normally there's a TV in here as well, but I'll swap the TV around the rooms depending on who is staying. How many bedrooms? I've got 4 bedrooms in my house, but 3 in total that I rent out. Hi! Yeah, so I just have my brochure table here that people can come in and use. And we often discuss where they're going to go during breakfast. So there's just the stereo. And how long do people stay? Well, people can stay at my place for a maximum of 7 days. So here's another room. I'll just stand back so I can... So I just have a throw on the bed, and that just kind of makes it more interesting. And that room's the same as the other one. I normally have a TV in here as well. Yes, it is true. We have big spiders in Australia. And I do have to admit that I'm not Australian. I'm from New Zealand, but we do have a really similar accent. I'm sure a few of you have picked that up. Yeah. Was a ghost, was it, that popped up in the window there? Yeah. I actually hire that ghost so that it just keeps things interesting for the guest. People can come and stay, yep. So they book online, they pay me to stay, and I cook them breakfast, I supply everything. So I have shampoo, conditioner, look in the mirror. So I showed you myself earlier, there I am, hi. Thank you. And we totally renovated this house ourselves. So everything, like this is just the bathroom, not that you need to see. So that's the toilet. Oops, the light's really bright. So it's just really basic. But it's winter here right now. Nice collection of soap. It's winter here right now, so I put the mat on the floor for the toilet. Hi from Mexico. I don't know much about Mexico. I've had a couple of people stay from Mexico though. Bed and breakfast, yes, on the Gold Coast. So you can go to my Facebook page, which is just under my name, Nardine Beveridge. And then I've also got a page that is a fan page, which is my Airbnb, because I predominantly use Airbnb. So I'll just take you into the lounge room and you can have a gawk at that. So we've got quite a big lounge room. I didn't catch that question, it just disappeared too quick for me. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm just making a sign here to put on the wall in one of the rooms. I don't know if you can read that, it just says Dream. Yeah, my Airbnb, which is my page, my fan page on my Facebook page. And my Facebook page is, hi, my Facebook page is Nardine Beveridge, which is just my username on here. Ah, I used to live on the Gold Coast. Awesome. It is a great place to live because it never really gets cold here in winter. Oh, that's a shame. You need to get on Facebook. Hi from Argentina. Hi. Yeah, do you know what? My partner actually made the coffee table and he made the clock on the wall too. So he's pretty handy. Yeah, I reckon it's cold in Melbourne too. That's why I live on the Gold Coast. How much for a night? Well, it varies. So in summertime, I might charge anywhere from $120 per room per night, and that includes a full cooked breakfast. Or it can go down as little as $79, which includes breakfast as well. That wood, that is bamboo, and it came as I am on Twitter, and I'm also on Twitter under my name, Nardine Beveridge. But the bamboo floor, we just bought from our, what we call Bunnings, just our local kind of hardware store that sells everything. And it came as tongue and groove flooring, and my partner put that down. The coffee table. You know what? The coffee table and the clock, they're made out of a burr, you know, those big round lumpy things that grow on the side of trees. So they just cut that and then he sanded it back and lacquered it. So the dining room is actually a little bit messy at the moment because I'm kind of working in there. Okay, cool. Connect with me on Twitter. Awesome. Yeah, I like my kitchen too. Thank you guys. So I'll just turn on some outdoor lighting and see if you can see that, because it's kind of getting dark outside, but it's not real dark. So I don't know if the lighting will really show up that well. And then we've got a pool light that we turn on too. And then guests can sit out here in the evening and have a glass of wine or sit by the pond. And they quite often, they just sit here and check out the fish in the pond here too. Hey, no worries. Yeah, that is definitely a baby making spot, but hopefully when I'm not here. Cool, I'm glad you like it. So I'll just show you a little bit around here. So this is where we have breakfast in the morning. I cook breakfast on the barbecue, which you can just see under that black cover over there. How much of the year do I have it to myself? Well, not very often. There's someone here almost every single night, and we can have a maximum of 6 people staying each night. So this is just down the side of the pool. Yeah, the pool changes colours. So that's pretty cool. We had a wedding here one time, and the bride really loved purple. So I just set the pool on purple, and she absolutely loved it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, yeah, come back to the Gold Coast. So I love green, but I think my favourite colour in the pool is purple. So I'll show you, I like the deep blue, so that's coming now, I think. Yeah, I think that one's my favourite right there. That is cool, I love it. I started out wanting like neon lights going all the way around the inside of the pool, but I'm kind of happy with what we've got. Yeah, I like the blue too. Yay! So yeah, then we just have like some pool toys here, and we get a bit of sunset over there, and look, this is kind of one of my favourite spots. We can sit down here and have a fire by the water, and you can actually fish in the water as well. And then our guests, when they're here, can take the kayaks out. And we do have sharks in the canal though, because it is open to the seaway. But a lot of people take the kayaks out. So that's a better view of the pool there. And it's how can the pool light change? Well, I'm not sure exactly. Well, I'm not getting a very clear picture. It must be because of the light out here. Yeah, I don't know how it changes exactly, but we can also change the setting on it so that it changes quickly, or it just stays on one colour. And you know, at Christmas time out here, it is really, really cool because everybody puts Christmas lights all over their houses, and so do we. And then everyone also puts Christmas lights on their boats. And then everyone comes past, and it's kind of like a big street party. Cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I am going to say goodbye for now. You can arrive by boat. Yep. All right. See you guys later.